Hi, this is Craig from bitsbooks.co.uk. In this video I'm going to look through the Shield of Baal Leviathan campaign supplement. There's 2 books in this. That's hardback. So this book basically has all the fluff, all the artwork, and a few nice pictures as well. So let's open up and let's have a look. So you have a nice picture, some Tyranids versus some Astra Militarum. And the book is mainly Astra Militarum. You've got Sisters of Baal and Scions as well. Some good artwork of the Scions there. There's quite a few pictures of close-ups of models and battles and stuff, as well as lots of nice artwork throughout the book. I won't go into any detail about the fluff, as I haven't read through it yet. I've only had a quick flick through this book so far. So as you'd expect, there's always going to be a map. So you get in most GW books these days. There's another picture here, which is quite nice. This is a really cool picture, the Aegis Diamando. It's really cool. It's an asteroid belt within the system. It's a really nice piece of artwork. And another story here. The Terror at Shield's Edge. Some more artwork here, a Castellan belt. And again there's an army shot or during a battle. So an Astra Militarum and Tyranids again. We have some nice Sisters of Battle artwork here. So if you're a fan of them, there's some good pieces here and some fluff about them as well. And they're part of the campaign. And a lot of the new Tyranid models are represented in the artwork as well, which is really nice. Then we have some more Sisters of Battle, or Adeptus Sororitas, as they're commonly known now. Another piece of artwork, I think that's an old piece. There's some more battle shots. Nice green lighting going on there to give a nice effect. That's pretty cool. There's some more fluff here, the Shadows of Asphodex. Some pretty cool artwork down here, so I quite like. Some more fluff. There's an example army for the Astra Militarum. And a little bit of fluff about each unit. It's pretty cool. We have some more artwork here of some Astra Militarum units. And then we have a Tyranid army. And you can just see how big these are in comparison. Very cool. Another big army shot for the Tyranids. And some more fluff about another planet in the system. That's a really cool picture here. I do like their high definition photos of some of the models, they do look really nice. And again, you see there's more photos. For a book this size, I would have liked more fluff and less pictures really. Although it does make doing this type of video a bit easier, as there's more visual elements to look at. But really, what this book is just really is a art book with some photos with just small amounts of fluff really. And you'll see as that will continue throughout this book. There's some Valkyries. Some more Astra Militarum artwork from Cadians. I really like this page. Got some really nice artwork. Hive Tyrant. You know, Gargoyle. And I suppose that must be a Harpy. One of the variants. That's really cool. I really like this sort of style of artwork, sort of different from most styles that you see of the Tyranids. It's continued over here. It's really cool. And it's got the new stuff represented as well. Some more over here, another high def shot of some Tyranids. We have some more fluff here. Again, another photo. A little section about Tartarus. And another piece of Astra Militarum artwork. Or some pieces of artwork in here in other books as well. So you might recognise a few of them. Really cool piece from a city. And we have a Psyker. There's another army, Acadian army here as well. Then you have a Scion army. There's a little bit about the Tempestus Scions, some nice artwork for them as well. And we have a Tyranid army. And then again there's some more photos. And just a final little piece of fluff. And again, more photos and artwork. There's a pretty cool piece here, quite like. I really like this. There's a really nice piece of artwork. A massive Sister of Baal statue in the middle of the sea. I think that's really cool. You have a few termagants, a little bit of fluff again, and then some Sisters of Baal. Now you don't really see much of the Sisters of Baal in this book. And then the final little piece on their back, advertising just some other books. So that's the larger book. And I'm sure people will be more interested in looking at the other book, which is the rules. So I'll look through that now. So this book is about half the size of the other one. But what it does have, you can see on the contents, it has 6 missions, and then there's also some City of Death rule, including another 6 missions for that. There's a section about fly races, and then there's all the Tyranid new units and some formations, so we'll look through them. And of course, more photos. And then all the planets from this campaign again. So start with the missions. Got the Victorious Strike. This actually is can be used for Cities of Death as well. Great Coral. And this is one of the missions that uses Adeptus Sororitas, Sisters of Battle. I'm not actually sure if there are any other missions specifically for them. Most of them just seem to be Astra Militarum versus Tyranids. Again, this is Astra Militarum and Tyranids. I believe this last one uses Sisters of Battle. What I'm most interested in this book is the Cities of Death rules. So they've been updated, and they come with their own objectives now. I don't believe there is a Cities of Death objective card deck out yet as I film this video. I'm sure they'll be almost impossible to get hold of when they do come out. But they're all here anyway. They're all very similar to just your basic ones. A few rewording of a lot of them. There are some different ones in there. And then we have 6 missions to use for Cities of Death. We have Fire Sweep, High Ground, Domination, Maximum Attrition, Urban Assault, and Isolated Resistance. I haven't had a proper read through all these missions yet. I've had a quick skim through, but they do seem quite interesting. Now we have some updated rules for Death from the Skies. So there's Flyer Race or Fighter Race rules here, what have been updated. So each army has them, and they're 35 points to become a fighter race. Even keep saying flyer. But I think they may have been called flyer races, and they're fighter races because you can give them to flying monstrous creatures as well as aircraft. And now we go on to the Tyranids. They have there's some more warlord traits here if you want to use High Fleet Leviathan. We've also got a force organisation chart. Then we move into the data slates here. So you've got the Mucloid Spore Cluster, and they can be generated from one of the other units in this book. The Zoanthrope now have updated rules, so you can take them in a brood, and of course you can have a Neurothrope. You have the Malceptor and Toxicrene. And of course the Tyrannocyte and the Sporocist. Which are 2 units I'm very excited about trying out at some point when I do get them. Then we have a few formations. So this one uses a Hive Tyrant, a Toxicrene and some Venothropes. We have one that uses a Malceptor and some Zoanthropes. Then there's a Sky Tyrant Swarm, which uses a Flying Hive Tyrant and two units of Gargoyles. Which I quite like. I'm not really a massive fan of Gargoyles, but you can put them with a Hive Tyrant and they can use the Lookout Serval to take wounds for him, which is very nice. You have a Skyblight Swarm, which is a Flying Hive Tyrant, a Hive Crone, 2 Harpies and 3 broods of Gargoyles, which is quite a large one. And then there's a Mucloid Spore Cluster and 3 Spore Mine Clusters to make the Spore Field. And then there's a Skytide formation, which is a combination of 3 different formations, which is quite interesting. So You need a lot of models to use it. But it actually uses 1 Sky Tyrant Swarm, 3 Skyboat Swarms and 1 Spore Field. So that's a lot of models to make that formation up. And then that's pretty much it. So that's just a quick run through these books. Just to show you what's in them. Like I said, I haven't had a massive read through them yet, so I can't tell you too much about the actual fluff and a lot of the rules. Although I won't go into most of the rules in these videos anyway. But I hope you enjoyed that video, so I will see you again.